media and entertainment industry, projected to touch 2.7 trillion US dollars this year. This is an industry that is not just an economic powerhouse, but a movement that wields formidable soft power as an expansive cultural influencer of the world, reshaping, realigning, restructuring global entertainment, global media, global aesthetics, global mindset, and global lifestyle, and may I add, the index of global happiness and global wellness. With the unique ability to blend tradition with contemporary, backed by a mammoth talent base, we focus on sustainability, innovation, and inclusivity. The Indian media and entertainment sector is poised, my friends, to shape the future of content creation by producing content that resonates across cultures, and thus we become an indispensable player in the global creative economy. With 2.8 million media professionals creating over 200,000 hours of content annually, India is at the forefront of the global creative economy. The civilization that had been declared as the cradle of the human race is today the studio of the world, creating impactful, mindful, and transformational content and media for the human race. And that is why we at FICCI are excited, enthused, and exhilarated to host the 25th edition of FICCI Frames, Asia's largest annual convention on the business of media and entertainment, and India's emblematic, most significant, definitive, and directive business platform for media and the entertainment industry over the last 24 years. Yes, this year is truly special as we celebrate the Silver Jubilee, 25 glorious and purposeful years of FICCI Frames, ladies and gentlemen, shaping Indian media and entertainment industry with vision, voices and creativity. एक बार फिर से आप सबका हार्दिक स्वागत है. At this milestone occasion, we are happy and we are honored to have with us the imminent presence of leaders from India's media and entertainment world. May I please take this opportunity and welcome them on stage. सबसे पहले जोरदार तालियों के साथ please welcome on the dais Advocate Shri Ashish Meenal Babaji Shelar, Honorable Minister of Cultural Affairs and Information Technology, Government of India. Namaskar, sir. Aaiye, please. I will request you all to first light the lamp, sir, so if you can just move towards the ceremonial lamp if you wish. I'd also like to invite on stage Shri Sanjay Jaju, Secretary, Ministry of Information and Broadcasting, Government of India. Good morning, sir. Very warm welcome to you. Mr. Anant Goenka, Senior Vice President, FICCI and Vice President of the RPG Group. Please join us on the dais. A very warm welcome to you. Mr. Kevin Vaz, Chairman, FICCI M&E Committee and CEO, Entertainment, JioStar. Good morning, sir, and a very warm welcome to you. Ms. Sandhya Devanathan, Co-Chair, FICCI M&E Committee and Vice President, India and Southeast Asia, Meta. A very warm welcome to you too. Yes, all of you, please proceed towards the ceremonial lamp. And Mr. Arjun Nohar, Co-Chair, FICCI M&E Committee and Managing Director, South Asia, Warner Brothers Discovery. Mr. Ayushmann, Khurrana, Indian actor and Frames Brand Ambassador. Good morning, please join us on stage. Mr. Ashish Kulkarni, Chief Mentor, FICCI Frames and Frame Your Idea, Founder, Punaryug Art Vision. Please, all of you, jointly light the ceremonial lamp. Almighty's first and foremost appearance is in the form of light, which we call Divya Jyotir or divine light. And before we light the oil lamp, we chant the shloka, Shubham Karoti Kalyanam, Arogyam Dhana Sampadaha, Shatru Buddhi Vinashaya, Deepa Jyotir Namostute. I salute the one who is the lamp that brings auspiciousness, prosperity, good health, abundance of wealth, and the destruction of the enemy's intellect. आप सबका बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद. Thank you. दिए के उज्ज्वलित प्रकाश के साथ FICCI Frames 2025 की inaugural ceremony का शुभ आरंभ. Please take your seat, honorable dignitaries, and thank you for lighting the ceremonial lamp. To formally open today's proceedings, may I please invite to the podium Mr. Anant Goenka, SVP FICCI and Vice Chairman RPG Group, to deliver the opening address. Mr. Goenka has been a champion for change as the Senior Vice President of Federation of Indian Chambers of Commerce and Industry, the largest and oldest apex business organization in India. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome a proud Indian making an impactful contribution to carving the destiny of a new India, Mr. Anant Goenka, who will now render the momentous opening address of FICCI Frames, the 25th Silver Jubilee edition. Aye, please.
Shri Sanjay Jaju, Secretary, Minister of Information and Broadcasting, Government of India, Shri Ashish Shelarji, Honorable Minister of Cultural Affairs and IT, Government of Maharashtra, Shri Kevin Vaz, Chairman, FICCI Media and Entertainment Committee, Ms. Sandhya Devanathan and Shri Arjun Nowar, Co-Chairs, FICCI Media and Entertainment Committee, Shri Ashish Kulkarni, Chief Mentor, FICCI Frames, and Frame Young Idea Founder, Punaryug Art Vision, and Shri Ayushmann Khurrana, who does not really need an introduction, respected leaders of the government, industry stalwarts, and global delegates. Good morning and a warm welcome to the 25th edition of FICCI Frames. It's a matter of immense pride to celebrate this Silver Jubilee of Frames, our flagship convention and one of the world's most respected platforms for dialogue of media and entertainment. Over the past 25 years, Frames has shaped the sector's trajectory, bringing policymakers and industry together, fostering global partnerships, and creating a trusted forum for vision building. We believe that the media and entertainment is a pillar of India's soft power, a reflection of cultural diversity, and a sector with immense potential for youth employment, innovation, and global leadership. Our annual FICCI EY Media and Entertainment Report is the benchmark for industry trends, informing policy and business decisions. This edition comes at a pivotal moment as India's creative economy enters a new era powered by digital technologies, state initiatives like Maharashtra's AVGC XR policy, and a strong national focus on ease of doing business and production incentives. This transformation calls for future-ready institutions that nurture talent, innovation, and competitiveness. For FICCI, the establishment of the Indian Institute of Creative Technology, IICT, as the National Center of Excellence is a milestone. Conceived as an industry-led platform, IICT addresses core needs, skilling, R&D, innovation, and policy alignment. It supports states in framing AVGC XR policies, sets industry standards, and builds a future-ready workforce, strengthening FICCI's role as the bridge between government, industry, and academia. As the voice of Indian industry, FICCI is proud to convene Frames as a platform for new ideas, partnerships, and collective growth. I thank the Government of India, Government of Maharashtra, our partners and delegates for their support. Together, let us shape India's evolution from the world's most prolific content producer to a global hub of creativity, technology, and innovation. On behalf of FICCI, I warmly welcome you to Frames 2025. May this Silver Jubilee inspire bold ideas, lasting collaboration, and renewed commitment to the future of Indian media and entertainment. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Anant Goenka. Ladies and gentlemen, with 3,000 plus participants, 200 plus speakers, 50 plus sessions, and 100 plus international delegates, FICCI Frames is the leading forum for stakeholders across the entertainment spectrum this side of the world. This scale and this standard would not have been possible without the support of our partners. We must put our hands together for them. Ladies and gentlemen, please show your appreciation for our partners, our convention partner, JioStar. We are powered by Meta, our host partner, Maharashtra Industries and Maitri. Zordar taaliyan ho jaye hamare sabhi partners ke liye, please. Our state partner, Film City, our state partners, Delhi government, Gujarat, and the Madhya Pradesh government. Our national broadcast partners, Prasar Bharati and Waves Logos. Our gold partners, Google, Netflix, and Warner Brothers Discovery. Amazon Prime, our gold partner too. Moschino, our destination partner. The India Today Group, Business Multiverse partner. Our associate partners, Z, DNEG, Applause, and MPA Creative First. Once again, a huge round of applause for all the support that they have given us to render this scale and this standard of the 25th edition of FICCI Frames. And now, I'd like to invite Mr. Kevin Vaz, Chairman of the FICCI M&E Committee and CEO Entertainment JioStar, to render the industry address. With an illustrious career spanning 3 decades in the media and entertainment sector, Mr. Kevin Vaz brings a wealth of expertise and astute leadership to his role as Chief Executive Officer, Entertainment at JioStar. As a highly respected and renowned industry leader, ladies and gentlemen, he drives the media agenda as President of the Indian Broadcasting and Digital Foundation and the Indian Digital Media Industry Foundation. What absolutely amazed me is that across his distinguished career, he's delivered the successful launch and management of more than 50 television channels, driving revenue growth and spearheading innovative content strategies. It is a milestone edition at FICCI Frames. Sir, you must be very proud and excited, and we are waiting to hear from a visionary such as you. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Mr. Kevin Vaz to the podium.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, colleagues, and friends. It is my honor as the chairman of FICCI Media and Entertainment Committee to welcome you to the 25th edition of FICCI Frames. A quarter century of dialogue, discovery, and doing. I would like to extend a warm welcome to Advocate Shri Ashish Shelarji, Honorable Minister of Cultural Affairs, Information and Technology, Government of Maharashtra. Shri Sanjay Jaju, Secretary, Ministry of Information and Broadcasting. Mr. Anant Goenka, Senior Vice President, FICCI. The multi-talented National Film Awards winner, Ayushmann Khurrana. And all our distinguished guests who have joined us today, making this event even more meaningful and memorable. As the writer Mark Twain once said, the secret of getting ahead is getting started. 25 years ago, we started with a vision, and today we are ahead because we never stopped. I would like to make a special mention of industry veterans and dignitaries like late Yash Chopra, Karan Johar, Uday Shankar, and many others in the past who have not only chaired the M&E committee at FICCI Frames before me, but also made this journey of 25 years momentous. When FICCI Frames first began in 2001, we saw a defining moment. The Government of India formally granting industry status to the media and entertainment sector. This was more than semantics. It opened doors to institutional finance, enabling capital inflows, investments, risk-taking in content, infrastructure, and technologies. That moment showed us what advocacy, grounded in shared purpose, can do. In the past 2 decades, we have witnessed the rise of media in different forms, from satellite television to cable, the evolution of radio, then OTT, animation, and VFX. We then grappled with regulation, debates over IT rights, content governance, and fair taxation. We also supported states in creating roadmaps, notably the National AVGC XR mission and the state-level AVGC XR policies in Karnataka, Maharashtra, and Telangana. These have been crucial in building the ecosystem that enables scale. And now, in its Silver Jubilee edition, the symbolism is profound. Rise Together is not just a theme. It's for us to reimagine, innovate, strengthen, and empower. It captures what Frames has always been and what must continue to be. The 25th edition is our chance to look back with pride, but look forward with sharper focus. As we meet over the next 2 days, there are several trends and inflection points that I believe we must engage deeply with. These are not speculative. They are already shaping the industry, and let me highlight a few of them. Firstly, the coexistence of TV and digital media. Unlike many Western markets, where digital has eroded traditional viewership, India continues to be a strong end market. Both television and digital are thriving simultaneously, each adding unique value to consumers and advertisers. The TV ecosystem spanning pay TV, free TV, and connected TV is steadily expanding, complementing the rapid growth of digital to collectively grow the overall M&E pie. Secondly, sports and broadcasting and live broadcasting. Sports consumption is at an all-time high. While cricket dominates, football, kabaddi, and esports are rapidly growing. With digital platforms offering multilingual feeds, interactive stats, and immersive fan experiences, to unlock the next step, ease of doing business, reforms must enable more live broadcasting from India. Regional and films. Regional cinema and OTT have become ambassadors of India's cultural strength. South Indian films dominate the box office shares, while Indian films win Oscars like RRR and The Elephant Whisperer. And global acclaim at Cannes, Berlin, and beyond. Co-production treaties and a revitalized NFDC are powering cross-border storytelling. AVGC, gaming, and tech-led storytelling. The AVGC sector has moved from outsourcing to original IPs. Now supported by the National Center of Excellence in Mumbai, gaming too has become mainstream. With 500 million plus users, esports gaining government recognition, and startups scaling globally with mighty support. Overall, India is now a trusted hub for cost-effective production, dubbing, and VFX services. With exports of content and co-productions rising steadily, with the global OTTs, international film festivals, and platforms like Cannes and MIPCOM showcasing Indian talent, our stories are not just traveling, they are leading. As I stand here in our 25th edition, I feel a sense of both pride and urgency. Pride in what Frames has catalyzed: policy wins, industry growth, a creative economy that employs millions, and stories that captivate billions. But urgency because the pace of change is accelerating, and this calls for a stronger collaboration from business and policymakers. One area where this urgency is most visible is in the regulatory environment. There are several issues that need serious re-examination, regulation being foremost amongst them. The regulatory burden on linear advertising, on linear broadcasting, for instance, has created an artificial price barrier from increased regulatory costs and prevented TV broadcasting from even innovating and competing. Forbearance is something that we've always advocated for. And if we are to realize the ambitious growth we envisage for the M&E sector, a light-touch regulatory regime is optimal approach, building on industry best practices and self-regulation. As we chart a road ahead, it is important to align with the Honorable Prime Minister's vision of making India the content hub for the world. Broadcasting is one which alone contributes to nearly 40% of India's M&E industry and is central to realizing this ambition. The growth of broadcasting is therefore paramount for overall vitality and Indian M&E sector. As we acknowledge these challenges, we must recognize the extraordinary opportunity before us. I believe we are in the golden era of Indian media and entertainment. The tools are more powerful, the reach broader, audiences are more diverse, and creativity more irrepressible. The challenge is to ensure that quality matches the ambition, that creators are empowered, and that innovation is inclusive, and that India just doesn't follow global trends, it sets them. Over the next 2 days, I look forward to our deliberations, to reimagine, to innovating boldly, to strengthening our foundations, and to empowering every creator, every technologist, and every voice. Together, we will rise. Before I wind up, I would like to extend a special thanks to a person who's not with us today, couldn't make it here, Ms. Leena Jaisani, Deputy Secretary General, who has been associated with FICCI for over 25 years and has played a key role in making FICCI Frames what it is today. I'd also like to thank my co-chairs, Ms. Sanjay Devanathan and Arjun Novar, for their pivotal roles to bring up such a grand event today. Thank you, and let's make FICCI Frames a milestone that propels the next 25 years and beyond. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Vaz. Indeed, we are telling stories that captivate billions, like he said. And yes, we are all together headed towards India being a content hub, the vision and, dare I say, the dream of India's Honorable Prime Minister, Shri Narendra Modi ji. I now invite the dynamic, versatile and acclaimed actor and brand ambassador for Frames 2025, Mr. Ayushmann Khurrana, to the podium. Ladies and gentlemen, from socially resonant films to box office successes, he embodies the new face of Indian storytelling. Fearless, innovative, mindful and deeply connected with our audiences. Please welcome an actor on a mission of a higher purpose, Mr. Ayushmann Khurrana.
Good morning, everyone. श्रोतागण को नमस्कार. FICCI चेयरमैन केविन वाज जी, लीना जी, आज इनकी तबीयत खराब है, आज से दिल्ली में है वो. जितने भी महानुभाव यहाँ पे उपस्थित हैं, सदा सादर प्रणाम. और यहाँ पर जितने हिंदी फिल्म प्रशंसक मौजूद हैं, सदा रहे भाग्यवान. सुप्रभात. मेरा नाम है आयुष्मान. This year is a milestone year. We are celebrating 25 years of FICCI Frames. जी हाँ, Silver Jubilee है. A big hand for FICCI Frames. They have shaped the Indian entertainment and film industry in the past 25 years. The theme of this special edition here is Silver Jubilee of Vision, Voices and Creativity. It makes me very proud today to stand here as the ambassador for FICCI Frames, and that has acted as a unifier between all amongst us and bringing all the creative people together under the same roof. As someone who's arrived to in Mumbai from Chandigarh, with dreams in his eyes. I think it's a great moment for me right now. जो कहानियाँ कही जानी चाहिए थी, जो सामाजिक विषयों पर वार्तालाप होनी चाहिए थी, वो पिछले 10 सालों में मैंने अपने फिल्मों के जरिए कही है. And this is my humble contribution as an artist towards nation building. Today, Indian stories and talents are bringing us global recognition, with FICCI at the forefront, acting as a catalyst for change. We have more than a billion stories to tell, and today is our time. 25 साल हो चुके हैं, 250 से अधिक और जीने हैं. A blessing for long life for FICCI Frames. Ayushmann Bhava.
Ayushmann ke liye zordar taaliyan ho jaye. We appreciate his gracious presence at this inaugural ceremony. And yes, Ayushmann, आपने वही कहानियाँ कहीं जिन्हें सुनने की भारत को अब ज़रूरत है. And kudos to you for that. Thank you once again. It is now my privilege to welcome Shri Sanjay Jaju, Secretary, Ministry of Information and Broadcasting, Government of India, to deliver the keynote address. He's worked in India, across India's landscape, serving in diverse areas of administration such as defense, urban, infrastructure, civil supplies, education, tribal welfare, information technology. Sir has been conferred the prestigious Prime Minister's Award for Excellence in Public Administration, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah. He's worked as Additional Secretary in the Department of Defense Production in the Ministry of Defense in the Government of India, and has looked after the policies for bringing in investments and growth in defense and the aerospace sectors to advance the Make in India resolve. He's been an ardent advocate of information technology for development and governance in India and has successfully led various projects for the same, many of which have been awarded National E-Governance Awards by the Government of India. Ladies and gentlemen, I believe, and it is the truth, that it is India's administrative league that is making the groundbreaking contribution to building the India of our dreams. Please welcome one such son of the soil of India, Shri Sanjay Jaju, Secretary, Ministry of Information and Broadcasting, Government of India, who will now render the keynote address of this prestigious inaugural ceremony.
Honorable Minister for Cultural Affairs, Information Technology, Government of Maharashtra, man of the moment, who has always been very supportive of the media and entertainment industry, Advocate Shri Ashish Shelarji, Chairman FICCI M&E Committee, CEO of JioStar, Kevin Voss, Anant Goenka ji, Ashish Kulkarni ji, Sandhya, and our matinee idol, Ayushmann Khurrana. All the office bearers of FICCI, members of the industry, leaders, partners, creators, friends from the media, ladies and gentlemen. Namaskar. Good morning, each one of you. I think this is not mine. I think this, can you just push it here? Friends, it's indeed it's a privilege that I'm here standing before you at the 25th edition of FICCI Frames. And last year when I joined this ministry, I had the occasion to be part of FICCI Frames, I think within a fortnight. And believe me, FICCI Frames was the moment of learning for me, and the seeds of waves were actually sown here in FICCI Frames. I still remember we're sitting here and we're looking at creating this mega movement which Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji had envisioned in the year 2019. And then we started doing the building blocks, and eventually we could deliver waves. And our Honorable Prime Minister, during waves, made a very important observation. Call it observation, call it a call to action, but what he actually said is very profound. He said that India's orange economy is not merely about entertainment, it is about ideas and imagination, about turning our cultural strengths into creative energy that inspires the world. I don't know, that's how, when the tagline for Waves was to be approved, multiple options were given, and from so many options came one option right from our Prime Minister's mind, which was connecting creators, connecting countries. So he actually considers media and entertainment to be pivotal to not just connecting the creators that all of us are sitting in this room are, but at the same time, it also is a way to connect the countries. And you know, in a sense, it's about spreading the soft power of each one of us across the world. And I'm pretty happy here that today we are celebrating the 25th year. This is the power of India's creative economy, and these 25 years of evolution and the limitless possibilities that now lie ahead. Friends, FICCI Frames began its journey 25 years back. So it's indeed a landmark time. And our media landscape has undergone a completely disruptive and a quiet revolution. You know, now that we stand today, satellite television then just started. It started to shape our living rooms. Multiplexes started coming in, and they started to become the driving point for cinemas in our country. And I think offshoots and first wave of digital transformation had also started way back in 2000. Then over the next quarter century, you had a lot of pivotal moments. Indian creators are becoming global storytellers. Films like Lagan, Slumdog Millionaire carried India's narrative to the Oscars. Dangal broke records in China. Then Bahubali came, RRR came, followed by Elephant Whisperers. And it actually showed that Indian stories could stir hearts across continents. And the recent success of Kantara proves the point that actually we have Biren sitting here, right here, architects of this great movie. And you know, the successes of all these movies actually tells us that we have large number of stories which are still waiting to be told. And as was pointed out by Honorable Prime Minister, we actually have 10,000 stories. We have only told 25 so far. So I think there is a huge scope for us to take these stories to the world and across continents, because these stories can definitely stir hearts. At the same time, in between also came a lot of independent films. NFDC produced Lunchbox. Court also redefined subtlety and realism. And now that you have large number of new age creators across the length and breadth of our country, across small towns, mafuzal towns, villages, on digital platforms, all these digital platforms are giving voices to many stories that are coming in from small towns and unheard corners of our country. And friends, in this age and times, Indian creators have actually proved that our stories now can transcend language. We have a huge linguistic diversity, large number of languages, and now you have stories being told in multiple languages, because one language that is common across human civilization is the language of emotions, which is what all these stories convey. So friends, from silver screens to small screens, that's been the journey of these 25 years. And I think this actually is a journey of our media and entertainment landscape as well. So the journey of FICCI frames actually coincides with the evolution of the India's media and entertainment landscape as well. In 2000, when it all started, the total size of the industry was around 25,000 crore. Now we are close to about 2.5 trillion, 2.5 lakh crores, growing over 10-folds in 25 years. And this growth has actually been powered by creativity, technology, and the entrepreneurial spirit of all our young people. And film and television still remain the backbone of the sector, and the reach is huge. 80 crore people every day. That's the reach. I don't think any other country in the world, any other nation in the world would be able to cover these numbers. Digital media has actually become the fastest growing segment, growing at almost twice the rate at which our economy grows. And it's also driven by the world's most affordable data and a mobile-first country, mobile-first population. Music and radio, you're there, Ayushmann. Radio still continue to unite the nation, from playlists on streaming apps to local community radio stations. It still has huge following. On the other side, you have the print media. Despite this huge digital onslaught, but print media still remains credible and resilient. Arun Puri ji is sitting right here, and print media still remains the backbone for any credible information that we intend to obtain. The AVGC XR segment, the animation, visual effects, gaming, comics, extended reality sector, is emerging as the next frontier. And it's growing at a very handsome 30% annually. Honorable Prime Minister also spoke about the concerts economy and is laying a huge emphasis on creating a vibrant concerts economy sector. In fact, we're looking at doubling the concert economy, and we have a lot of our icons who are now performing globally, likes of Diljit Singh, Arijit Singh. They're performing to packed stadiums worldwide. A lot of concerts happening, which has huge direct and indirect impact on the economy. And I think that's one segment which I think again deserves our attention. And we're trying to do a lot of things to ease the process of setting up concerts in our country. Friends, this sector is huge. This employs more than 8 million people directly. And believe me, it will be like millions of people indirectly. From a cinema hall to a club boy, from a cable operator to a stringer on the road. You have large number of people dependent on this sector, not just for information, but this sector is equally important for the economy of our country. So it's actually not an industry. While this was the main demand when FICCI frame started, and believe me now, it has the stature, it has all the designs and makings of an industry, but actually this is the ecosystem of dreams that brings together art, technology, and above all, aspirations. So friends, India is one of the largest content creators. Our content travels to over 200 countries. Thanks to all our partners here, Netflix, Amazon, Amazon Prime, JioStar. All this content is now moving across the world, crossing streams, crossing waves, and it's getting subtitled, it's getting subtitled in multiple languages, getting dubbed in multiple languages. And I think all this is ensuring that our stories get the medium it deserves. And it's also helping us, carry our soft power. Soft power in terms of the stories that we have, the stories of yoga, the stories of dance, stories of our past, stories that can connect people and connect civilizations. So where are we now? I mean, what are the challenges that lie ahead of us? I think importantly, it will always be to balance growth with responsibility, because this segment is not just about making money. It's about, creating mind spaces, forming opinions. It's important that this growth comes with great responsibility. As they say, Sanskari OTT is considered as an important aspect of our lives. And to that extent, the creative economy does stand at crossroads. It also requires a lot of collective action. There are issues of platforms, fair distribution of revenues so that the content creators get their due. There are issues in terms of misinformation and fake news, because this does erode public trust. And a lot of us have opinions on this matter, but I think I can tell you that fundamental right of expression under Article 19(1) lies at the heart of our Constitution, and all of us know how powerful this is, and it's important that it does not get eroded because of some people trying to monetize that content and generating clickbait and fake material on the net. There are issues in terms of, as I was mentioning, piracy, because intellectual property lies at the core of any creative process, and it's important that the content creator is able to monetize the value that comes out, because if that doesn't happen, you will never get the content coming out in an open economy. So it's important that piracy also deserves equal attention. We have been paying, we have also created groups. We have also made working groups. We have also brought in Motion Pictures Association, Producers Guild, and now we are creating an application through which pirated material would, because it has implications for our national security, it has implications for money laundering, and it's also coming in from offshore accounts. So it's important that piracy deserves the kind of attention which is being given now. And while I cited all these concerns, believe me friends, these are not obstacles, these are only reminders that our creative process should grow, but should also grow responsibly. Yes, while these challenges are there, opportunities, huge. This is the next golden age of Indian creativity, as was being pointed out by previous speakers. AVGC XR has huge potential. We need to convert India into the world's content production hub, from animation for Hollywood to gaming for global audiences. Artificial intelligence is becoming a huge disruptor for this segment. It's very important that we minimize the damage it might cause and harness the gains that are going to come out of this technology. 5G direct to mobile is also another important segment which is going to redefine how our content is consumed within our country. International collaborations and co-productions is very important. The Prime Minister of UK is coming to Mumbai tomorrow. He's also visiting Yashraj Studios, and Minister Saab was referring to endless possibilities that exist for co-productions to happen. We have co-production treaties with close to 17 countries. We have incentives being offered, and it's important that filmmakers look at these treaties, look at these incentives, create content that can cater to the audiences on both sides. And I think that's what is important here. We might think that we have a great story, but this story has to be international story if it has to travel the borders. And I think that's where some of these things will come into play. Honorable Prime Minister has been laying a huge emphasis on this segment, and believe me, he's trying to make efforts, and Government of India is trying to make efforts to consistently create enabling environment for this sector to thrive. And this is being done through policy support, through institutional support, and also global outreach. And it's in this context, this global outreach context, that World Audiovisual and Entertainment Summit, all of you are aware of it, Mumbai Mumbaikars definitely know it because our Chief Minister Saab and Minister Saab ensured that the entire city was painted with waves when waves happened. And believe me, you made a huge statement. Few days back, our Minister Saab, Ashwini Vaishnavji, was mentioning that one of the ministers of a very important country, first world, as they call them, used to call them then, he said that I came to India with an understanding that I'm coming to a country and I'll see a third world level effort. But now I'm going back and I know that it is much beyond the first world level. And I think that huge credit goes to the government of Maharashtra for hosting and organizing waves at a level at which it was. And believe me, friends, the idea was that waves should become a platform for bringing together the global creative economy. It's going to be a biennial event. It's going to happen in 2027. But the process of waves is going on. As the Prime Minister said, waves is not an event. Waves is a movement. Waves, by definition, mean that it starts when the old wave ends and an old wave gives birth to a new wave. That's how he coined it. And that's how the inaugural edition has happened. And now we have series of events happening. Waves Bazaar events are happening everywhere. We had a recent event in Melbourne. We had an event in Busan. We had an event in Toronto. We had an event in multiple other countries. We are also having Waves Bazaar event everywhere. Now our creators are taking their content outside, and that's how ideas are meeting opportunity, and passion is becoming paisa. Craft is becoming commerce. So to that extent, Waves Bazaar is a great help. Wave X is another initiative that's doing rounds. It's our effort for creative startups to get access to mentorship. And very happy to tell you that WaveX has already started now in the Indian Institute of Creative Technology. Our CEO is here, right here. They also have a booth outside. And Indian Institute of Creative Technologies, the NFDC campus of which has already been started by the Minister and the Chief Minister. And the campus is already there. And we have also issued the tenders for the new campus to begin. And hopefully the tender work will start from December. And hopefully 2028 is when we intend to start the first class in the new campus at Goregaon. And that's also of great essence. Then we also have the Create in India challenges. These innovations and these challenges covered more than 1 lakh creators. And then we have the final 700 of them who had come to Waves. And now we are making efforts to ensure that each one of them is incubated and supported to go to go higher up in the value chain. India Cine Hub is our digital single window system. Somebody was mentioning to me that some of the countries' subsidy amounts are not being returned or whatever. But now in our country, we have at least ensured that we have an online system for not just giving them permissions, for ensuring that the money is returned as promised. And India Cine Hub is not just for international collaborations to come in. India Cine Hub is now being used even by Indian producers who want to get access to multiple things that are required for doing shootings, etc. in our country. All the states are onboarded on the India Cine Hub, and I would request all of you to make use of that. We are also recrafting India Cine Hub to ensure that it also becomes a single window platform for concerts. Because you also require multiple permissions for concerts. That's one area which requires a lot of reforms. So we are going to be starting the beta version by October end, so that we don't lose this concert seasons which starts from November. And that will also give a huge fillip to the concert economy sector. Indian Institute of Creative Technology, as was mentioned by Kevin, has already started. The campus is there, and I would request each one of you to visit the campus. I'll also request each one of you to bring in your employees to do some reskilling. The course design is being done by all the esteemed members. Biren is here, Ashish is here, and all of them have been trying to make this institution, which again is not Government of India. It's a very unique model. Indian Institute of Creative Technology is owned by FICCI and CII 52%. So it's actually industry's own effort. Government of Maharashtra and Government of India has the remaining 48%. So it's owned by the industry, and I would request each one member of the industry to look at the courses being offered, try and send your employees there, get them upskilled. If you have startup, if you don't have a space, you require an incubation infrastructure, it's available in IICT. We have also got hold of a good technology infrastructure. We have also got tie-ups with multiple technology brands in the country. So you can all you make use of that for startups to be incubated, not just in IICT, but we also have multiple institutions. We have 3 film and television institutes in Pune, Kolkata and Itanagar. You can make use of them. We also have 6 Indian Institutes of Mass Communication available for the media and entertainment industry. We have also got tie-ups with multiple incubation partners across the country, the likes of T-Hub, Indian Institute of Technologies, etc. So I think this whole process of incubating media and entertainment startups can move at pace now. We are also trying to look at reforms in the broadcasting segment. We understand there are pains there in the market because of technological disruptions. We are also looking at reforms for DTH, for television segment. We are also looking at multiple other segments to bring in reforms, all announced by the Honorable Prime Minister during the Independence Day speech this year. So each segment is now being looked at as to how we can bring in reforms so that India could become the world's most vibrant, ethical and innovative creative economy. So friends, I'm very happy to be here, very happy to be at FICCI Frames, and very happy that it's a Silver Jubilee year. And Silver Jubilee year also always gives us the inspiration to look at the next 25 years. So again, a pivotal moment for all of us that we are looking at the next 25 years where ideas can become enterprise, where technology enhances, not replaces Indian and human creativity. And it's a call to the industry, innovate fearlessly and tell stories that uplift. Call to the investors, believe in the promise of Indian creativity. Call to the creators and artists, continue your journey to shape India's cultural narrative with courage and conscience. We are deeply committed to supporting this vibrant sector, not just as a regulator, but as an enabler, as a collaborator, and a believer in its vast potential. Let us frame the next quarter century of Indian media and entertainment together. One that is bold in creativity, fair in conduct, and global in impact. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.
Thank you, sir, for that expansive and deeply insightful address. Thank you very much. May I now request Advocate Shri Ashish Meenal Babaji Shelar, Honorable Minister of Cultural Affairs and Information Technology, Government of Maharashtra, to kindly deliver the ministerial address. Honorable Minister is leading Maharashtra's cultural affairs and information technology sectors. Sir, please. I wanted to introduce you, but...
It's okay. Good morning to everybody. Distinguished guests, Secretary Jaju ji, FICCI Chairman Harsh Vardhan ji, Kevin Vaz ji, Anant Goenka ji, Ayushmann Khurrana ji, ladies and gentlemen, Ashish Kulkarni ji, Arun Puri ji, Sanjay ji, Namaskar. I am very well aware that within no time our Honorable Chief Minister is going to be arrived here, and therefore within no time I have to complete my speech. I am honored to welcome today in my twin capacity city Mumbai to all of you as a Guardian Minister and Maharashtra's Culture Minister to this FICCI Frames 2025 conference, which celebrated its 25th year of journey today, and the continued rise and growth of India's global trend setting media and entertainment industry. I congratulate Team FICCI for this pioneering initiative and carrying forward this initiative year after year. I welcome you all to our pulsating city of dreams, Amchi, Mumbai, where all of us gather as torchbearers of creativity, innovation, and cultural renaissance. I extend a warm welcome to the international delegates, along with our industry leaders, storytellers, producers, technologists, and policymakers, who have converged here to celebrate this year's theme of vision, voices, and creativity. Over the past 25 years, FICCI Frames have emerged as Asia's premier platform for media entertainment and fostering dialogues that have shaped India's media and entertainment industry and lighting our multi-billion-dollar media entertainment industry sector. In Maharashtra alone, the media entertainment sector contributes over 2 lakh crore to our GDP, employing millions and exporting our narratives to every corner of the globe. But we stand at a pivotal crossroads. The rise of AI, virtual reality, streaming platforms demands that we reimagine our thinking and thought process for the entertainment and social impact. We must innovate with the technologies that amplify regional and local voices, giving space to award-winning Marathi cinema to local stories alongside national connect. We need to strengthen the collaborations that bridge urban studios with rural talents, imbibing creativity in every frame, and above all, empowering the next generation and our young directors, writers, and animators who are ready to script India's next chapter on the world stage. The government of Maharashtra is committed to supporting the growth of our media and entertainment industry. Our government rolling out initiatives like Maharashtra Film Policy, establish our new film cities across Maharashtra, opening with the central government and IICT to equip our youth and creators with necessary skills, and the annual Waves Summit platform, which will firmly establish India as one of the leading hubs of the world media and entertainment industry. I am confident that the coming years, the initiatives like this and the energy of our industry will see India rise as world's leading creative economies, and that FICCI Frames 2025 will not just an event, but a forum that elevates India's creativity voice to unparalleled heights. I welcome and thank you all once again and joining us here today. Jai Hind, Jai Maharashtra.
Honorable Minister Ashish ji, thanks a lot for accepting our invitation and coming here. Thank you, Sanjay, Jaju sir, for all the leadership and the encouragement you keep on giving us. And also, you've been a great taskmaster. We have learned a lot from you. Anant, Goenka ji, thanks so much for being here at the shortest notice. Kevin was sir, Sandhya, and Arjun Nohar ji, thanks a lot for guiding us on all the walks of our journey. And Ayushmann, Khurrana ji, thanks for being there and encouraging all our youth constantly, year after year. A big thank you to all the audience, all stakeholders, the sponsors, media, and every single person who has made FICCI Frames so great. This is the 25th year. I have been one unique feature in my life to have witnessed 24 of them out of the 25. And it gives me a great pleasure to see many common faces who come year after year. This is a big thank you. I would like you to be seated because the CM has already arrived. So we are going to have the next session fairly fast so that we actually make sure that we actually finish in time. And that's why I would like to ensure that all of you who are standing, please be seated.
and make sure that you are comfortable, and we will get CM very fast here. Thank you very much for a great inaugural session. Thanks so much.